to 6 suspects. They're last seen in this big structure, moving around. Do we know of any type of booby traps?
Saving lives. Every second counts in an emergency. North Texas police, fire, paramedics, and emergency responders are prepared for a terrorist strike, winter weather, tornadoes, flash floods, wildfires, or any emergency facing North Texans.
Numerous victims in and around the building. A report of a small plane crash.
The North Central Texas Council of Governments sponsors urban shield training exercises across the region to train law enforcement, emergency responders, and volunteers for attacks of all magnitudes. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security lists the Dallas-Fort Worth area as one of the nation's top 10 terror targets.
Before 9/11, our thought process was a major accident on the highway, a plane crash, worst case scenario there. 9/11 brought a whole new spectrum to our thought process, and we had to really start thinking in terms of how a terrorist would think there. And some of the things that we take for granted, just going to the mall, the everyday stuff there, we have to start thinking in terms of now of people planning, to hurt us.
The North Central Texas Council of Governments serves 16 counties in North Central Texas. Working together, they are prepared for the next emergency, and they want your family to be prepared too.
When something large happens, the person who can take care of everything is going to be you and your family. The more prepared you are, the more you can take care of each other, and it'll put less of a strain on police and fire, because when something does happen, like a large-scale tornado or a winter storm, they're going to be overwhelmed with equipment and resources and calls. So the better prepared you are, the better it's going to affect your community and also your neighbors.
First, think. Take time to think about the hazards you face living in North Texas.
Most North Texans don't know that flash flooding takes more lives than any other weather events each year. You see the signs that say turn around, don't drown, and that's really something that you ought to take to heart.
And it looks like probably not long after sunset it'll drop to below freezing.
The National Weather Service issues warnings and watches for severe weather in the area.
Freezing rain, sleet, that kind of stuff can literally shut this place down and lose power, and then it's almost like you're back to 1890 again, so you've got to be prepared. Make sure you're following the forecast, and when the forecast turns bad, make sure you can get through the next couple of days at home without power. Somewhere right in this area, this latitude, is where the rain-snow line usually comes in.
Warning and coordination meteorologist Mark Fox says a watch means that severe weather may happen but hasn't happened yet. And warnings are issued when you need to take precautions and know what to do right then.
We get tornadoes, we get winter storms, ice storms, even hurricanes. We get some of the impacts from those as well. So weather, it's a fact of life that you've got to pay attention to, because ignoring it, you're going to do that at your own peril.
Meteorologist Rick Mitchell, these temperatures are dangerous.
That's right. The storm is over in terms of the precipitation, but the effects are being felt. Look at these temps. They're dropping like a stone.
Next, prepare. When severe weather or a disaster strikes, city services may be cut off and local relief and government responders may not be able to reach you. You need to have plans and supplies in place to make it on your own for at least 72 hours, no matter where you are. A little preparation could protect your life and the lives of those around you. It only takes a few minutes to develop a plan.
One of the key things to think about when you're preparing for your family is that your pets are also your family members. When you're preparing your 72-hour kit, you don't just need to have food and water for yourselves, but also for your pets. Also medicine not just for your family members, but your pets. There's the things to think about that you should have in stock, so when something happens, your furry little family members aren't left out in the cold.
Finally, act. There are hundreds of ways to stay safe and be prepared. Be sure to put your family's safety first. You are your own best protection against a disaster. The state of Texas has a history of long periods of severe drought. Learn how to take protective measures to safeguard yourself and your environment.
Also very important on wildfire prevention is that always call 911. in the event that you have a fire. Even if you had the capabilities to put out the fire, it's important in significant severe drought times that you call the fire department so they can come and verify that the fire has been put out. A lot of times it may look out, but there's what's called duff fires can run underground and through root systems, and you think you've got the surface out, but in fact that it is actually on fire under the ground.
Know what to do. Think, prepare, act.
The theme was Think, Prepare, Act is because those are the three things, if you get nothing else out of Know What to Do, is what we want people to see. So when you see it, you go, oh, we need to think about what's happening, prepare for the events, and then act upon it. Because if you talk about it, that only is one piece of the puzzle. It all has to come together to planning and also making actions and getting your plan together.
Go to KnoWhat2Do.com for more information to keep your family safe.